Hello, my name is M.K.Davis. I was spending some time going over some of the comments in one of my previous videos, and somebody made the statement that they didn't see any equipment tracks, in the Patterson film, or for that matter, for the tracking dog video. There's plenty down there in that soft sand, and I'm just gonna go over a few of them. That's the more obvious to me. Let's begin with the tracking dog video, because it's down in the bed of Bluff Creek. Let's take a look. These people are down in the bed of the creek with this dog, and once they get a scent to track, then they're on their way, and they go out up on a hard-packed road. That's where, as previously discussed, there was not supposed to be anything like that there, according to testimony, but there you see it. And even in other testimonies, they say that they crossed the road, or the creature crossed the road, and you scratch your head and say, well, didn't he just say that you had to fly equipment in with a helicopter? Well, this is what I'm talking about the inconsistencies, and when you're trying to tell a story, and you want to make that film match the story. Well, the story is highly constructed, but the film is of a live event, so it's very, very difficult to edit a film that's of a live event and make it fit your story without getting something in it that's questionable. Now, understand that I'm not calling this film into question. The film absolutely is an authentic film. It's just been kind of edited to where it doesn't show everything that went on down there, but it kind of supports the story, but not really. So let's just look at some more here. Tracking dog video, the hard-packed road. And look at the dog, he goes out. Then the gentleman go out onto the road, the dog goes out onto the road. And now you're going to see, some equipment tracks right here in the bed of Bluff Creek in the tracking dog video. And they're actually standing in those tracks, left, right. It's a pretty wide, heavy piece of equipment. And here's that road again. And that's Bob Gimlin, the pack horse. And it's a pretty packed road where you could probably drive a car down it. Now here's back to the Patterson film. Look where this log's been pushed out of position. The arrows show where it formerly was. Now when I change the frames to another frame of a different exposure, you see the actual track of the tire that was used to push that log forward toward the camera. And the other one's sunk way down in soft sand, just to the right of that. So, you can see, that, equipment was there for sure. And if we saw the entire footage, we would probably see the equipment. But, that's not to be. We'll just let this run itself out. Just take a good look. You see that where that log was, the blue arrows point there. And it was pushed toward the camera, out over this darker area. The darker area, that sand is kind of funny because it turns color. It gets much darker when it's wet. So you can see that right under the log is wet. Now, take a look at this right here. It's really interesting because as we zoom in, you're going to see something really strange. You're going to see a handprint on this log. And this handprint, there it is, right there under the yellow arrow. It's in white, of a white substance. Well, that goes back to that hard-packed road. That's loose shale sand. So unless they lime that road doesn't get hard like that. They lime it, and where there's got a lot of lime, you might get some white stuff on your hands. It could happen. You see, in understanding what's going on, it really helps to know the background, all the particulars of the filming. And it takes a long time to sort all of this out. But there's a reason why that handprint is white. And here's some more equipment tracks that even on the low-res stuff, you see right there, you can see the tracks where stuff's been in there. It really shouldn't surprise anybody that the area wasn't as pristine as originally claimed to be. But, often stories aren't what they are said to be, and sometimes people aren't who they claim to be. But the film itself, it passes muster. What's on it has enough stuff on it that it should have sufficed. And if this film is going to survive, and if it's going to have any impact on recognition of the film subject, then you're going to have to go through the unpleasantries of detaching the story and resorting it all out and using just the film, because the film is reliable. There's no inconsistencies in the film, and biomechanically, it's not repeatable with a suit. So it is what it is, and I hope that people understand why this has to be done. Anyway, I thank you for your time.